Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Right Way Repair. Today I'm going to show you how to properly diagnose a fuse to see if it is functioning properly. If it is not, I'll show you how to replace it, and then I'll also show you what may have caused a short there for the fuse to blow. Okay, so what you're going to need is a flathead screwdriver or a 1/4 inch nut driver. I take off these screws here on the air handler panel. So first, we're going to pull this disconnect here. Just going to disconnect all the power inside. And then I'm going to use the 1/4 inch nut driver to take off these screws. They only installed this air handler panel here with 6 screws when there should be 8. Alright, so we're going to remove the panel. Let's go a little closer. Alrighty. So now, since we've disconnected that, we have all power disconnected from here on. There is still some power in here, which you can disconnect from the breaker box. But since we're not going to be working over here, I'm not too worried about it. So this is where my fuse is located, right here. And we're going to take our multimeter and put it to each one of these metal points there on each side of the 3. I'll show you how to do that. So I got my multimeter here, and I'm going to switch it to the continuity setting, which looks like this sound wave here. I'm going to put each probe on the end where I showed you, and you see how you hear that beep? That means that fuse is functioning properly. If you don't have a multimeter, I'm going to show you how to check it. So you just take a good pull, and we're going to look at it here. So see there's an S in the middle there. Now if it was blown, that S there would not be connected. It would usually be black in the middle. Sometimes if it's dirty, it will still be black, but it may not be burnt, so I would just put it up to a light to really see. And if you don't have that multimeter to really know, and you can't see the S, then I would just go ahead and get another one. It's good to have these on hand anyway, in case this does happen to you. They are fairly inexpensive. So you see mine has a 3 here. If you're going to get another one, get another one that says 3. If it says 5, get one that says 5, because that is the amperage, and you do not want to put a higher or a lower one in there. Alright, so let's say our fuse is bad here, so I will replace it with another one. Just put it right in there. But there's always a reason why the fuse blew, and it's usually because there's a short somewhere. This one has blown before, so we had put some electrical tape on this wire here. What you're going to want to look for is a little slit in one of these wires, and it will show the copper. What happens is it tends to touch metal, and then it blows the fuse. Alright, so you're going to have to look at all your wires here very closely to make sure. Sometimes also these wire nuts could come out of place, and they could be touching metal or another wire as well. So just make sure all your wire nuts are tight. Check all your wires. If you can't find anything inside the air handler, then I would go out to the condensing unit and look around there. Because every single time I've replaced a fuse, there's always a short somewhere. All right. And when you do find it, you can just put some electrical tape over it. Should be fine. Or if one of your wire nuts was loose, just make sure it's nice and tight there. Once it's tight, these wires are here, just give it a good pull. Just make sure it's not coming off again. You want to bring these wires here away from this blow-on motor here so it doesn't get sucked in there. Okay. And now you want to put your panel on before you put your disconnect back on. Just be on the safe side. So that's what we'll do. We'll put our panel on. It also is a lot easier if you have a magnetic nut driver. But yeah, when you're looking for that short, just don't give up, because it could be the slightest slit in that wire. Like so tiny, you can almost barely see it. Alrighty, panel's on. Now I'll put my disconnect back on. And then if you did turn off your breaker, turn it back on. See if your AC starts. Alrighty, thank you everyone.